premiere in winners finals.
Also, not to mention, by the way, looking back, Sisqui actually has fallen to a fair few Steves before. I'm not gonna call it a problem or a problem character for them, because like that's not exactly necessarily true. But this is a character that Sisqui especially can struggle with, and I think it is another matchup thing, kind of like last game. Blocks completely invalidate charge shot. Sisqui has to get in, which obviously isn't a thing that Samus is normally happy to do. And a lot of Samus' options have a decent chunk of lag on them, so the moment that you break a block, like we just saw just then, crepe salee will run forward with a dash attack or an F smash and punish you for trying to get close. So Sisqui is losing a lot of the options that Samus would normally have, apart from this. The ledge trapping game is so competent, but this could be a kill. No, good job from Sisqui from getting that out of the way.
Getting out of dodge, getting off the platform, and getting back to neutral here. Again, the charge shot, as you said, completely invalidated by blocks. One of the things that was showed off in Steve's showcase all the way back in 2020 was the fact that those blocks just undo any projectile, no matter how strong, no matter how long you've spent charging it. It does not matter when Steve decides to throw a block out. Beautiful B reverse there on the charge shot, though, to ensure that the blocks do not factor in to that charge shot. Just patient as anything at ledge and just doing the jump in the minecart just to blast to the other side of the stage, setting up a wall straight away, and that's a thing about Steve, okay? So Samus as a character puts fear in you from halfway across the stage with a charge shot. Steve puts the fear in you by just building a wall and just standing on the other side like, oh, I might just F-smash you, I might just grab you, I might do anything. I fancy what Steve needs to do at the moment is get back into this set. Resources are low and the stock count for crepe salee is lower than the stock count for Sisqui. They're able to find it yet, but there we go. As we say, the commentator's curse comes in, and Sisqui goes out to that lava fuel down smash Dalax.
Yeah, here's the thing, Hob. I'm watching this so far, and crepe salee is kind of like they're doing what they can to keep Sisqi's like weaknesses on show in terms of the character matchup. Like approaching with that minecart, obviously, like it's a Steve staple. Everyone does it. But it also eats charge shots. Oh, never mind. I take it all back. Sisqi's using crepe salee's character against them. You can ricochet off of their own blocks. No tech decks, you're not expecting it. Goodbye and good night, sweet Prince. Sisqui has the lead.
We've talked about that charge shot being something that Steve deals with so well, but last stock we saw 3 of them hit off the back that crepe salee just placed the block a little bit too low, unable to block the charge shot as it came in here and needing to go in that little bit more now. The resources were restocked, but now they are looking quite dire again, just building that single block and waiting to try and land a back air as Sisqui wants to get away from Steve as fast as possible there. Unable to secure the kill quite yet, but that diving back air is dangerous. Taking Sisqui away!
Oh my god!
The unfortunate positioning, bounding in the minecart, that command grab on wheels, unable to help give crepe salee a commanding lead there. As the up smash whiffs the first time, but makes itself known the second time. The liquid hot magma is burning through the gravity suit of Samus at the moment.
Yeah, crepe salee just doing their best to disengage and mine as much as they can. That diamond is in their inventory, so they can replenish the weapons, but they're doing it more for iron. They want to get that minecart up. It's a safe approaching option that nullifies charge shot, but when they are in, they can just swing those diamond tools and watch your stocks vanish, your percent rise, and your rage build up. There it is, that's the back air, popping you almost to death from center stage, repairing the weapons once more, trying to find the kill shot, but crepe salee just can't secure it. Sisqui is in a fight with the demon to stay alive. That could be a punch recovery, but no, it isn't. crepe salee's in disadvantage. Sisqui takes a minecart to the middle of their torso. That's what I'm talking about. You get that iron up because that is everything in this matchup. It eats charge shot. It powers through all of your laggy startup options. It means that Samus has to just honor it, has to let it go past and then punish after the fact. So that's why crepe salee's running out of iron, because it is the crutch tool of this battle.
Is simply so strong, and when off the back of building a giant wall, then getting clipped by screw attack, which got rid of your wall, and then just thinking, it's fine, red stone comes through, and so does crepe salee in that set, as we say, barreling right through Samus and running through the space. Bounty Hunter Sisqui, though, crucially had a really strong handle on exactly what to do to get around what Steve was doing there, being unafraid to just let charge shot go. Yeah, block's going to block it, but you're going to be sat there manning. I can fire off a few of these, and we saw quite a few of them actually land their mark, as we saw crepe salee just building the block in not quite the right position to block the charge shot, instead getting caught by it those couple times there. crepe salee unable for a little bit to secure that kill, but because of Steve's diverse arsenal, was able to find it in the end. I think we just need to see Sisqui just pick up that pace that a little bit more, secure those kills a little bit quicker. We will have to see what's happening here as the TNT goes off to signal the start of this second game, and Samus is straight off stage, but traps Steve straight at ledge using the grapple beam there to just grab Steve, but Steve just swings straight out saying, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna deal with you anyway, and deal with you is exactly what Sisqui nearly was on the receiving end of, and I why? Samus around, and it's very dire at the moment. It's just dire. crepe salee is unable to just die, unable to be taken away from the stage. The Space Bounty Hunter cannot find the space to do anything at the moment. Steve is so comfortable to be in your face, a spot dodge into a jab, into a down throw, and just being like, okay, stay off my stage now, go away. My weapon may be gone, but my deadly arsenal is still full as can be. My stock tank, though, is no longer as full as it could be as the first stock finally comes off on crepe salee.
That it is. Sisqui is just doing what they can to stay alive. You know that charge shot just kind of isn't functioning anymore, but still you charge it nonetheless. crepe salee finds that diamond sword swung, taking a chunk out of Samus's armor, and that is game 2 going to the blocky menace. crepe salee is looking up, but the thing is, Sisqui isn't looking out. They aren't playing this badly by any regard. Sisqui is actually fighting this pretty well. It's just there's a lot of kind of things that are coming out that I think are reliant on habit from Samus, if you track what I'm saying. Yeah. Where like you sit there charging that charge shot in that kind of clutch situation because you want to have the option there that you can use it when you need to. But in a spot like that, there really isn't a world where crepe salee just kind of takes a charge shot. You will always put up a wall, you will always be approaching with a minecart, and when they're really in your face, you're in disadvantage against Steve. You don't have the frame meter to put out a charge shot on them. I'd really like to see Sisqui kind of like change up what he's doing more on the fly, rather than kind of like going back to what should work against any other character.
Yeah, and that's the biggest point you can raise there, because Steve, quite frankly, isn't any other character. A beast unlike anything else in the entire game. The fact that Steve can just pivot so quickly from playing defensively to now just being like in offense there, off one hit, and then ending a combo in an up smash that almost just changed into something else and converted effectively, who's able to then just counter your strongest option with one of his, and then can just still get an advantage off the back of it instead of it being back to neutral. Steve is unlike anything else in this game, and crepe salee is piloting Steve like no one else I've ever seen at the moment, just dealing so effectively with an up air into a back air to secure yet more damage onto Sisqui, needing something big here, but it's the big hit from the up smash of crepe salee, which is closing out that first stock, and it's a read on the roll that's going to secure a 40% extra credit, and you're caught again by the minecart, Dalax.
Yeah, it's looking so bleak. Sisqi's doing what they can because the thing is with Samus, there we go, nice back air off of the down air, making it 2 stocks apiece. The thing with Samus, what I was going to say, is that she very much has those options in her kit like Charge Shot, but that is the key to her kit. That's how you unlock the rest of it. If you regress to, I'm just going to scrap with the opponent, you are nullifying a lot of your best options out. But it's the options that Steve, as a character, are nullifying. This just looks incredibly rough for someone like Sisqui. I really appreciate the show of tech there, of using the B reverse to kind of like float around, keep pressure up. But crepe salee showing that they are just happy to sit there and charge. Sit there and mine. Sit there and throw magma blocks in your face. Crepe salee is looking incredibly comfortable here, in more than anything else.
Yeah, and it's just insane how quickly this set turned from, oh, it's kind of even, oh, it's kind of not again, straight back into the favor of crepe salee, with Sisqui wanting to flip the script once again, make that pendulum swing back at Steve here, force crepe salee to once again establish momentum, and crepe salee doesn't swing a pendulum, instead swinging a diamond axe, but Samus putting all her might into that up smash. Diamond is on deck, but Samus is not out of this yet, using jab just to break down the wall, the high swing of those hits, able to establish the fact the wall cannot stick around, and able to get out of that initial jab combo, once again grabbing crepe salee, able to convert super effectively. Samus forced to go low, and crepe salee ready to catch a roll. You want to get off stage so desperately when Steve is about, but going too far with it, able to get back on stage thanks to a minecart, but unable to close it out until you simply find a way to do so. The devastation of Diamond crowns crepe salee the winner of this set and ensures the undefeated streak continues. Crepe salee has just booked a winner's final slot to meet the top seed, Mia.
What a run so far from crepe salee. 3-0 just across the board, again and again and again, to find that spot in the winners finals. I don't believe this was seeded for crepe salee to make it all the way. Yeah, crepe salee was seeded to be 7th, by the way, and they are now sitting in winners finals without dropping, I think it's either barely any games or any games at all.